Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all well. These are the items I'm going to be using, the ones I'm showing you on screen. They are from, I'm just trying to think where they're from, Glitter Mix. That one is from, not Glitter Mix, I can't remember where that one was from. Oh, Nail and Beauty Network, but the rest are from Glitter Mix. They are all linked in my previous video. I didn't bother thinking to link it in this one because I didn't think there was any point. This is my own concoction and I spilt it everywhere. I have sped this up slightly. It's just pink with a bit of glitter. But yeah, so I can't link that because it's mine, it's my own. But the rest of the ones that pretty much everything that I'm using today, including these little snowflakes, are all linked in my previous video. So you can go ahead and check that out. Yeah, I already laid the clear acrylic. These tips are from Glitter Mix as well. And honestly, they're stunning. They fit perfectly. They're just really nice. So on this nail, I didn't really want to, well, I'm not marbling. I'm kind of just laying little bits of acrylic because I kind of wanted there to be some tiny clear spaces as well. But I tried my best to stick to the same on each, not on each finger. They are different on some of the fingers, but I have a habit of having all this pretty stuff that I want to use and I just do too much and it just doesn't look good. So on this set I really did try my best just to stick to a couple of items. Yeah, so it wasn't very out there. I have also put on 2 layers of base coat because, as you guys know, I like to take my acrylics off. Yeah, so I've put 2 layers of base coat on, and with the nail tips, instead of using glue, because even though the acrylic comes off quite easy, like it just pings off, when you have to, like when you've got a base coat on, acrylic will just ping off quite easy. Not ridiculously easy, but quite easy. But when you have glued on nail tips, it doesn't really, they don't come off that easy. It's the nail tips that really like to stick on there still. So I do struggle to actually get the nail tips off, even if I've got a base coat on. So what I've done is I've just used a base coat and cured the nail tips on. So hopefully that will be a lot easier to get off than glue. Okay, I hope that was easy to understand. I don't know if I explained that very well. This colour is actually like pink, but it's showing it red on camera and I don't know where. It's very jellified, as you can see. I really can't explain it. I did use it in my last one. So again, you can go and watch that video because all the items are linked in my previous video. So I'm not going to be linking anything in this one. There isn't any point. Oh, I'm talking, I'm out of breath. What's wrong with me? Yeah, so I do a little bit of a fade with this one. The white is from Nail and Beauty Network. It was a kit that I had like a year ago. There were only small parts. It was like a tester kit. I do like it though. I think it's called Snow White, I think. Yeah, so I'm doing a fade going down onto that glitter. You can wait for the glitter to dry. Well, the glitter acrylic, that pink one that I laid first. You can wait for that to dry if you want to and then go in with the white, but I was just too impatient. I'm doing this in my house because my summer house is freezing. Yeah, I would have got frostbite, I'm not even kidding you, so I'm in my kitchen doing it. And it smells of monomer, yeah. I am doing a voiceover, and the reason being is because I wasn't really sure what I was going to do, and I didn't want to keep and ahhing through the video and it making it like 10 times longer, and my washing machine was on. And yeah, I didn't want that in the background, so I'm doing a voiceover. I'm just cleaning up because I did make a bit of a mess. The brush I'm using is Love by CJP and it is a number 8. I have got a Glitter Mix brush, which is new. and I used it once in my last video that I done, and I don't like it. It's supposed to be a number 10, and it's smaller than my number 8 brush by CJP, so I don't understand that. I just don't like it. The bristles feel all funny. Yeah, it's not nice. Unless the only thing I can think of, they might have sent me the wrong size. But yeah, I haven't used it. I've used it once and I just can't use it again. I think it was 20 quid. Yeah, it's a bit of a waste really. I should really just make sure that it is the right size that came. Sorry if you can hear squeaking. My dog has decided to play with his squeaky ball. Yeah. So this one is kind of going to be the same as the first nail that I did, but I do go in with my own acrylic on this one as well. Oh, there you go. Yep, there it is. Yeah. So I do use a little bit of this. It's quite, I don't want to say it's clear. It's more like a peachy colour, but I just really like it. I can't remember what I mixed that with. I know it was some silver glitter, a bit of white glitter, a few shards, and a bit of clear and white acrylic, clear and like peachy, pinky acrylic. I just banged it all in there and thought, let's just give it a go. I absolutely love these nails. I really do like them so much. They just turn out looking really nice. I've been really into like square nails, but I think I might actually be into stiletto nails. Yeah, so it was my last day at work today. I have broke up for Christmas, so I can wear nails. I can wear nails at work anyway, I just can't do any work with them on. Yeah, so I might even keep these on for a few days and just wait for them to ping off. Yeah. This one I do a fade again. So this is going to go just to the tip of the nail, and then I go in with the Snow White by Nail and Beauty Network. I was going to say Nail Republic then, it's not by them. So, is everyone sorted for Christmas? Please let me know. Leave a comment, let me know if you're behind. Let me know what you've asked for Christmas. I like to know all the information. I'm very nosy. Yeah, so my little finger is the worst one for me. It doesn't bend down very well, so I really have to force it down with my thumb. I do find it really difficult. I haven't done stiletto nails for a long time as well with acrylic, so it was quite hard for me to keep like the pointy tip at the end. Yeah, I haven't done stiletto nails, well, with acrylic anyway, for quite a few months, I want to say. Purely because I didn't have any stiletto tips. I got 4 cover tips, but not stiletto. Yeah. So, can you see how big this brush is for my tiny little finger? I do find it really hard. And as you can see, I do need a little bit more white because I've left a kind of not a gap, but it's a bit clear. It's a bit clear. And I did have to have the window open very slightly because of the smell in my house from Monomer. So it wasn't cold, it was just more like chilly. I was sat in my kitchen anyway, but I only had the window open very slightly. Yeah, so it took a while for them to set. Yeah. And I also have these really, really gorgeous shards from Glitter Mix as well. Oh, they're just stunning. I do show you at the end. They just look really pretty. So my thumb, again, it's going to be the same as my little finger that I have just done. Using my own concoction. I really need some more jars. But the only jars I can find are like 5ml or something like that. And they're way too small for me to be able to mix acrylic and things like that. So if anybody has any idea where I can get some big-ish jars from with lids, like screw-on lids, for me to be able to make my own acrylic, please let me know down below. I don't know what the wording to search for, that's my problem. I'm typing in jar with lids, but it's coming up with like canisters for kind of like tea, coffee and sugar. I'm typing in storage containers. I don't know what words to put in to be able to find them, if that makes sense. So if anybody has any ideas, please let me know. I'd be very grateful. Thank you very much. Yeah, so I have put 3 layers of base coat on my thumb just to try and protect it as much as I possibly can. I have noticed that I am a little bit blurry because it's focusing on everything else. And that paper towel or kitchen roll that I've got like there, I did spill quite a bit of acetone. Yeah, so please ignore that. I can see that it looks like I've just messed it all up. I did spill quite a bit of acetone. Yeah, silly me. I think I encapsulate one nail on camera and then I do the rest off camera just to make it easier. Because my kitchen table is quite high and my chair, even though it's a gas lift chair, doesn't go as high as my table. So I was really struggling to see, and I was struggling to encapsulate the nails because I was sat quite low down. So it is quite hard doing it on my kitchen table, but needs must for YouTube, you know? Needs must. I do put, I think, 4 snowflakes on here. I was only going to put 1, but no. And I do actually do my thumb matte. I do the rest glossy and then my thumb matte. As you can see, it's all, I'm a skin picker, okay? When I'm stressed, when I have anxiety, they just get picked really bad. I know it's I can't help it. I do try. Yeah. And that's what they look like. So this is the one I encapsulate on camera. The snowflakes as well are iridescent, so they do change colour. I'm not brilliant at encapsulating nails. I used to be like fine with it. It's, didn't have any issues with it. But because I don't do it that often anymore, I do struggle with it. I think my issue is I keep wiping off the acrylic that I'm putting on there by accident. Yeah, so I'm trying my hardest just to place it there and just tap down the sides so it kind of brings the acrylic down at the tip of the nail. I'm trying my hardest not to rub over the top of the acrylic because then I'm just dragging it straight off the nail, which is something you don't want to do because it's pointless. You're just wasting all your acrylic. So I am trying my hardest. Yeah. I do wipe my brush quite a lot as well to make sure nothing gets stuck in there, even though a little bit of acrylic did get stuck. It's usually when I use white acrylic, because it's so pigmented, it just gets clogged in my brush. I really believe white hates me, doesn't like me. So I don't usually use white that often. You will probably never, ever, ever, ever see me doing white acrylic nails, like full acrylic nails in white, because they just wouldn't happen. It wouldn't happen. My brush would just get clogged up and it wouldn't go on the nail very well. So I don't use white very often. I don't mind it for marbling, but for like designs or styles, but that's about it. Yeah. So I'm just finishing off this one and I shall be back in a second. And then I do file off camera as well. As you can see, they have all just been filed. I have got some new files, thank God, instead of using my crusty, dusty old ones. So that glitter I just showed you, it's just, it's perfect. I love it, it's just me. I did want to encapsulate it inside the nail, but I forgot. So I've just popped on some top coat, or is it base coat? I can't remember, I think it's top coat. And I'm just using my brush just to stick that down. I have done my thumb, I've done it off camera because I wanted to make sure I could do it first, because I've never encapsulated glitter with just a top coat before. So then I'm going to cure that in the lamp. I think I cure it for like a minute. That's the one I done off camera, just to make sure it's fully cured. And then what I do now is I go over it first I top coat the rest of the nails that haven't got that glitter on. I'm so thankful I have some top coat. I've been waiting for this top coat for ages. Obviously, Royal Mail are on strike. I ordered this the beginning of December. And it took like so long to get here. I ordered a matte, a glossy and a base coat. And I've been waiting for it for ages. I've been scraping mine out. So I'm so thankful it's here. So what I do is I don't put this all over the nail. I just put it on quite thick over the top of that glitter. Because then what I'll do is I cure it and then I just file off any pokey outy bits and then I do a final top coat. So that's that. I don't know if that's the normal way to do it, but that's how I've done it. Yeah, so I'm just putting it on quite thick and then I cure all the nails for a minute. It is top coat, so I do cure it for a minute. And then with the ones with the glitter on, I do file any pointy bits, because that glitter, it's glitter, it's quite, well, it's thin, but it's thick as well. It's not completely flat, so there is some sharp, pokey outy bits that you just need to file off. Then I go back over and top coat everything. Well, the glitter nails anyway. I shall let you watch this and I will be back in a second. Well, I think it's pretty much done now anyway, so I might as well just stay here. I left a little bit of, didn't put enough acrylic on that little white one. It's a bit clear. Can you see that pokey outy bit of that glitter? So this is the file. It's a buffing block with loads of different like file, shine, all that sort of stuff. This file is not a file, it's more like a buffer. Doesn't do anything. So I'm using my new file on the softer side just to file off the bits that are poking up, because you want it to be flat. You don't want to be able to feel anything. You want it to be nice and smooth. So then when you go in with your final top coat, it's, not poking up anywhere. So that's what I do. I don't know if I do my thumb off camera. I can't remember. I literally done this an hour ago, I want to say. And that's my final top coat. Just going straight on top. Is everybody looking forward to Christmas? I am. I'm super excited. My dog, he's probably had like £100 spent on him. I know, it's a bit dramatic, but I love him. And this is the final result. I'm trying my hardest to show you. I don't know why my hand's to the side. I literally have no idea, so I'm sorry about that. Oh, I know why. I wanted to do it in front of my tree. This one just doesn't want to focus. That's the matte one. And those are the glossy ones. I love them. Love them. Honestly, you can claw someone's eyes out with this. Don't do that. I'm surprised things like this aren't illegal, to be honest, because they're so sharp and so pointy. But yeah, that's it, and I really appreciate you watching, guys. Please give it a thumbs up. I would love it if you did, and subscribe and leave a comment. Bye.